Hi, welcome to the 360 IT Partners Learning Series. The goal of these videos is to share valuable and important information with you regarding technology decisions. My name is Luke Barton.
And I'm Martin Joseph, and here are 9 reasons why you should consider managed IT services.
So to get us started, Martin, you've been in business a long time. What's important to you as a business owner?
Well, Luke, I'd say number one is business continuity. You know, downtime is very expensive, especially if you have a larger organization. You know, having a team of IT professionals as opposed to just one or two IT guys is really the way to go with business continuity. If one of those two people get hurt or injured or they can't show up for work, they have a lot of tribal knowledge about that network. And so documented processes are really important. And then also having an enterprise tool set that's proven to be able to be effective on the network and protect you against any kind of cyber crime or cyber criminals. And then finally, you know, bringing all these things together with an educated team that has systems and processes will really help to minimize expensive and unnecessary downtime.
Makes a lot of sense. So reason number 2 would be cybersecurity. Security is all about layers. There's really no one silver bullet solution fix all. So you want a managed services provider that's going to help you bring everything into alignment on your network. The entire IT stack. There's some software elements, some hardware elements, and then there's even some human elements that go into network and cybersecurity. Things like password policies for characters and length, account lockout policies, so if someone's trying to brute force your network, they're going to be stopped after a certain number of attempts. And things like two-factor authentication, which is really common these days with your banks and things like that, to make sure that you are the person logging in and there's no chance of being hacked by a cyber criminal. On down the list, you've got your patch management and monitoring for suspicious activity. You want to make sure that your email content is being filtered. All those things come into place to have a really strong, tight mesh in your network and cybersecurity. And then in the human element, you really want to make sure that you're getting training, you're getting knowledge downloaded to you and all of your users about the kind of risks that are out there, the common hacks that are going on, the social engineering and phishing attacks. And if you get that in conjunction with dark web scanning and all of the things that we just listed, you're going to have a really tight net for network and cybersecurity.
Reason number 3 is a team of experts.
Absolutely. When you look at managed IT providers, they're built in all sorts of shapes and sizes. What's important is that you've got a whole team of experts, not just one guy wearing 16 different hats, always scrambling to try to meet the needs of their clients. And when you look into those organizations, you want to look for things like a dedicated help desk team, dedicated security and patch automation team, dedicated person or persons to backups. That's so critical. We can't stress that enough. And then when you look at projects, you want to make sure you've got somebody who's dedicated to the solution building, then somebody who's going to lead the team of engineers, and then the engineers that are actually going to do that project. And last but certainly not least would be a virtual chief information officer. You're an expert in whatever your field is. You might be in construction or medical or shipbuilding and repair. You're not a technologist, but managed IT providers are, and they should be providing you someone who's going to sit with you and do budget and strategy and help you through those very critical technology decisions. So reason number 4 would be scaling and growing your business. Martin, how can a managed IT provider help you with that?
Well, Luke, leveraging technology that is designed to grow as you grow is really important. Cloud is probably one of the best ways to consider that today, especially if you have a seasonal business. If you have a CPA firm and you're really busy, during the months of May, April, then you're going to need more computing power. And then after that season's over, you may need to set those servers and workstations off. So you only pay for what you actually use. So that's a great way to consider growth and leveraging technology that way. We all know now that work isn't necessarily a place, it's an activity. And so utilizing tools that allow you to work from anywhere with an internet connection is so critical. Things like Office 365, Teams, Zoom, Azure, and then more importantly, a voice over IP phone system is a fantastic way to grow and scale without investing a lot in major capital expenditures of a PBX system for your office.
Those are great. Lots to think about when it comes to scaling and growing your business and how technology plays a part of that. Which kind of leads into our reason number 5, which is a technology success roadmap. So Martin, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, as a business owner, you started with a business plan. And it's just as with technology, you want to make sure you have a technology plan that's going to lead to your success. So it's usually led by a technical business advisor. And they're going to help you identify where you are now, where you want to be, and how to get there. So you're not faced with these surprise expenses. You can really budget for them, have intentionality about spending those dollars, and have the outcome that you expect. Reason number 6 is reduce downtime. Luke, what are some reasons that can be used to reduce downtime?
Absolutely. It's hard to finish the race of business if you're taking way too many unexpected pit stops. So when you're looking at managed IT providers, you want to know that they feel that's important too, because that's going to shape how they provide service to you. So, proactive management, monitoring, combine that with the technology leadership we're talking about and the guidance. Those are the keys to mitigating the risk of downtime. You got to know what's going on. You got to make those proactive decisions if you're going to mitigate downtime. It's a lot like caring for your car. If you want it to run and be reliable for you, you've got to do the maintenance on a very regular basis. And having somebody that's your partner that's going to identify those potential problems before they become a problem is really key.
While you can do everything in your power to mitigate downtime, let's just face it, technology is not perfect. So that brings us to reason number 7, backup and disaster recovery.
Yeah, so when you think about backup, it is literally the most important element of any business. But not all backup solutions are built the same. There's good, fast, and everyone's favorite, cheap, but you can't have all three. So when you meet with a managed IT provider, you want them to talk you through what is your downtime costs? What does it look like? How long can you be down before you start bleeding out money? And based on that information, you're going to pick the right solution to meet your recovery time objective. How long does it take to get all of your systems back up and operational again? And let's just face it, in today's world, no one is exempt from cyber criminal attacks. So as a business owner, it's imperative that you understand how your data is being backed up and what your recovery time objective is.
So implementing all these things, they're really going to have some cost. So having a predictable IT budget is reason number 8.
Yeah, so the best way to get a predictable IT budget is to find a fixed cost managed services agreement. And in that agreement, you're hoping to find a partner who's going to spend the time with you to talk through your refresh cycles, your budgeting, planning, your strategic things that are coming up in your business. And if they spend the time with you to talk through that and kind of open the books with you, they're going to help you predict your IT costs.
And that brings us to our final reason, number 9, eliminate frustrations.
IT headaches are the worst. When there's a tech issue going on, everyone feels it. So some common things that you might see are slow computers, slow response times, too much geek speak where you don't really understand, it's all French to you. But the reality is everybody's feeling the pain. And you want somebody who understands how much those technology pains are affecting your profitability as a business owner. You want to know that your technology is working for you instead of against you. And it's really hard to see as a business owner is how the soft cost of those tech frustrations. It really hits your bottom line because when your people aren't engaged and the technology isn't working, you're losing money. It's almost like a catastrophic event. Feeling frustration as a business owner is one thing because that means it's already made it to the top. But if it's made it to the top, think about how everyone else in your organization is already feeling. They've probably been feeling it for weeks on end now. So limiting those frustrations through a relationship with an IT provider is really going to help uplift you as the business owner, but more importantly, your team. Thank you so much for joining us for this conversation about the 9 reasons you should consider a managed IT provider.
And if you have any more questions, feel free to give us a call or send us an email.